Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So within today's video, we are going to be talking about some transfer operations, and then later in the video, we're also going to be talking about the match preview between Barcelona and Real Sociedad. This is going to be a game where Barcelona is going to be playing away, so Barcelona is going to have to do a lot of work for tomorrow to get the 3 points, because in the first game that Barcelona did play, the debut match in the Camp Nou, we have only gotten 1 point, so it does make a lot of sense for Barcelona to go into this game and give it their all. Bring out the best starting 11. So everything is going to be organized on the timeline down below. If you guys do not want to listen to any transfer operations and you do want to go straight to the match preview, you can. So again, everything is going to be organized. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Welcome to the families, and so let's get to it. So let's talk about Umtiti and Memphis Depay. These are going to be the two players that we are going to be revolving around, and we are going to be starting with Samuel Umtiti. And so it does say here, according to Relevo, everything is agreed between Umtiti to go to Leeds. The player will travel to Italy next week. Barcelona will pay his entire salary and in return would receive bonuses based on the number of games the Frenchman will play. Now, many are questioning this move because many are asking, what's the whole point of this loan if the only reason why we wanted to get rid of Samuel Umtiti is to take out the wages within the league and make more room within the wage bill? So there has been a lot of controversy surrounding this decision. But here's the thing though, right? Let's give some context here and let's talk about this whole Umtiti case. Because back in January, within the first 2 weeks of January, Umtiti did extend his contract until the summer of 2026, and the only reason why Joan Laporta made this decision, it is because they wanted more time to pay off exactly what Umtiti was supposed to be owed. So they extended him for another 3 years and spread out the payments even more. So in the short term, Barcelona would pay less. And so this was a huge help at that time. It allowed Barcelona to register the one player that they really needed at that time, which was Ferran Torres. And so because Barcelona have been able to spread out the payments of Samuel Umtiti, now at this very moment, Barcelona is probably paying around 4 to 5 million euros net per season until the summer of 2026. Now fast forward until today, and now we are in a situation where we are paying around 4 to 5 million euros net per season. And not just that, but the wages that Barcelona has to pay for this player here is not even going to be counting in the league's wage bill and what they demand from FC Barcelona. And that by itself, that is a win itself. And notice how Barcelona has also added the bonuses within this loan move for Samuel Umtiti. With Barcelona adding these bonuses onto Samuel Umtiti's loan, there's a big reason on why they want to do this, because it gives Samuel Umtiti a reason to play more games. You go back into what it did say, it says, and in return, Samuel Umtiti would receive bonuses based on the number of games he does play. And so why does Barcelona care so much about Umtiti playing the most games possible? That is because right now, there is no buyers for Samuel Umtiti. If Umtiti goes to Leeds and he plays as many games as possible, maybe around 20 to 25 games at the very least, then by that time, hopefully Barcelona do find buyers for Samuel Umtiti, because by the end of that loan, Umtiti will be a Barcelona player again, and then they can sell him for a good amount. Because again, at this moment, there is no buyers, and there is no buyers for a very big reason. That is because he does not play at all. He is always on the sideline. Barcelona are going to be completely fine on that defensive line with Eric Garcia, Araujo, Koundé, Gerard Piqué, and Christensen. So there is no reason and no way Umtiti is going to be playing with this Barcelona team in this upcoming season. So it's a brilliant move coming from this club. All parties are going to be happy at the end of the day. And surprisingly, Umtiti is actually very motivated on this loan move, because it does say here, according to Di Marzio, Umtiti would like to become a coach in the future and is very interested in learning about Italian football and tactics. Moreover, he will take a personal physical trainer with him to Leeds. And so, like I've said, I do believe that this is a great move. Umtiti is going to be going to that club. He's going to be bringing in his own personal trainer. He's going to be very motivated to play as many games as possible, because he will be winning bonuses only because Barcelona believe this will help this player. And so now let's talk about Memphis Depay, because tomorrow, like in that game against Real Sociedad, that could be the last appearance for Memphis Depay. And the main reason why I am saying that is because of this. It says here, according to Fabrizio Romano, that Barcelona and Memphis have reached an agreement on the release of his contract. Now Juventus has to give the green light to this deal. Juventus have not completed the agreement with Memphis yet. It's still in discussion on salary and much more. So I do believe that Juventus and Memphis Depay are going to be finding that agreement. Memphis has always wanted to go to this club. With Memphis leaving FC Barcelona, that would mean that Barcelona is going to be taking off another 5 million euros from the wage bill. I'm very eager to know, just going based off what we have been hearing today, like letting go of Umtiti, letting go of Memphis Depay, potentially letting go of Aubameyang. I'm very eager to know what exactly Barcelona is going to be doing right after they do take off around 8 to 12 million euros net on their wage bill. Now look, I know that this may seem like we're doing all of these players dirty and that Barcelona do not want to pay anything and they just want to let go of these players just because it's in their own best interest. I can see why many people do see it in this way, but if you really think about it, Barcelona are making the correct moves. Like we are making these decisions, and it does interest all parties. It interests Memphis Depay, it interests Juventus. Lille do want someone Umtiti. Umtiti does want to go to Lille because he is very interested in knowing exactly how Italian football is played. So Barcelona are making the correct decisions. And I also do want to thank Memphis Depay for being a professional, right? He came to this club when we really needed a striker at that time after letting go of Luis Suarez, and he did the best he could. I do believe that he did finish as a top scorer of La Liga in the previous season, and so we are very grateful. And Joan Laporta, seeing how he does have the opportunity to make this team better, seeing that he is in a much better position to make this team better, he is going to be making those moves, and I do believe that this is the route that we do have to go to. If letting go of Memphis Depay and letting go of Aubameyang and also letting go of Samuel Umtiti can give us back in return Foyth and also potentially, hopefully, Bernardo Silva, it's all going to be worth it. So now let's move on towards the pre-match preview, because there's a lot of excitement when it comes to these two clubs playing, and especially for FC Barcelona. Like, we want to win, we want to get 3 points, we want to know exactly what Xavi has been working on in these past 8 to 9 days in terms of tactics, formation. Because if you look at all of these players that have entered this club, we have to see like some certain change. Like, many of us are expecting to see a much different FC Barcelona. Like, tomorrow we want to be able to say we saw a very different but great Barcelona. So I do want to talk about the press conference that Xavi Hernández did have a few hours ago, because something really did caught many people's attention, and that is going to be about Frenkie De Jong. Yes, Xavi Hernández has defended Frenkie De Jong because there has been so much noise about saying that Frenkie De Jong is not good enough at Barcelona, that he needs to lower his salary, or if he doesn't, he's going to be harmed. Like, we've seen videos like that. There has been so much like drama surrounding Frenkie De Jong's name, but Xavi in this press conference was there to defend this player's name, and let's talk about that, right? Because he did have a few things to say that gives us also an idea on what we could see tomorrow night within that lineup. And so this is what Xavi had to say, and I quote, "Frenkie De Jong is a spectacular player with a lot of leadership qualities." Then the reporter asked him, "How are you going to accustom your team with Busquets receiving that red card and his inavailability?" And this is what Xavi did say: "We will see tomorrow. I won't give the lineup now, but there are plenty of players who can play in the pivot role, like Kessie, Pjanic, and Frenkie De Jong." And then he continues to say, "Frenkie De Jong reminds me of myself. He is a spectacular player as an insider and can also play as a pivot. He will not be a central defender." Now, this is very, very huge, and the main reason why I'm saying that's because of this. Look, he says that he is a great leader. He also says that he can play as a pivot within the Barcelona system, and also he does say that he sees Frenkie De Jong as himself. Like, that is huge. Xavi never goes to the press conferences and just says, "Yeah, this player looks like me, and also this player looks like me." He never goes around saying that easy. And so for him, for Xavi to say that Frenkie De Jong does look like himself, that is a huge step forward. He probably sees something within Frenkie De Jong that can greatly improve this Barcelona squad, because Xavi Hernández, he knows how good he was. He knows what it takes to be that great generational midfielder, and the fact that he has compared himself to Frenkie De Jong, again, that is huge. I do expect in that game against Sociedad to see Frenkie De Jong start and also potentially play as a pivot, something that we have been dying to see in the past 3 to 4 years. And so when it does come to the registration of Koundé, we also do have another report coming from Javi Miguel that Mateo Lamán has assured Xavi that they will do everything so that Koundé can register tomorrow against Real Sociedad. So it does make sense, right? We could see Koundé in that starting 11. Koundé has always been planned to be greatly used by Xavi. Even Xavi has said towards the press that he hopes to use Koundé in that game. And there has also been many reports about Xavi also saying that he does plan on making Koundé the best or one of the best center backs in the world. So I love to see that Xavi is very transparent to the media, that he wants to see Koundé and he does want to start him. He's very also transparent on who he does trust. And again, all of this does give us an idea on what we could see tomorrow night. We also do have another report coming from AS that has stated that Xavi considers using a 3-4-3 formation on Sunday as long as Koundé is registered in time. So seeing these two informations, right? Seeing how he does say that he does see Frenkie De Jong as a pivot and also wants to use a 3-4-3 formation as long as Koundé is there. Now let's go on to the predicted starting 11. And so we could see something like this, a 3-4-3 formation. I do not know if it's going to be a 3-4-3 box or a 3-4-3 diamond. I'm going to be showing both scenarios here, both of these pictures, the box formation on the left and the diamond formation on the right. So we could see Koundé, Araujo, and Eric Garcia within that defensive line, Kessie, Frenkie, Gavi, and Pedri within that 4-man midfield, and then having the front three being the infamous Dembele, Lewandowski as the striker, and Rafinha as the left winger. Now, I do think that having a starting 11 like this would be extraordinary. I think that we can be world dominant if all of these players end up gelling well together. You look at that defensive line, again, you have Eric Garcia on the left and Koundé on the right side. You have great ball distributors on the sides of Ronald Araujo, so Araujo is going to be getting massive support. And then when it comes to that 4-man midfield, again, I do not know if it's going to be a box or a diamond, but for sure we're going to be seeing Gavi and Pedri be the highest midfielders within that midfield and really contribute towards creating for Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Dembele. And then obviously when it comes to the front three, I do expect to see Rafinha on the left and Dembele on the right. I do not see Rafinha being on the right and Dembele on the left, mainly because I just think that Rafinha is not better than Dembele when they both play in the right wings. So we should expect to see Rafinha on the left and Dembele on the right. Dembele is just too good on the right side. So that is it, right? That is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news and pre-match preview. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.